Okay, so this morning I woke up just in pain, like struggling. Like I feel like my muscles are like weary, and my brain feels weary. And that reminded me of a very important concept, which I usually incorporate in my any effort I try, and that is it was recovery time. So today I want to talk about day 48. Performance requires recovery. So there's an inescapable maxim that any performance improvement, any performance gain requires recovery. This is part of being an organic species. We are not a machine, or at least yet. We may become machines, but we're not that yet. We are organic. And because of that, we require recovery time. This discussion is going to try to talk you through all the areas of organic life that require recovery time, which means that anything we do in life, even living during the day, requires almost an equal amount of time of recovery. Just think about it. We go throughout our days, we work hard, we do what we're going to do, and then we require sleep. In fact, recovery time is so important that we require 8 hours of sleep, which is, or roughly, give or take, but that's an interesting thought, right? We take it, we don't really think about it, but every night we go to bed, and during that process, the human body is recovering. So the most obvious thing about performance recovery is in like weightlifting, a sport where performance improvement is visibly tangible. Like if you're appropriately lifting weights correctly, you will see muscle growth and strength come solely as the result of continuous lifting, as long as you have the right fuel, protein, and you have rest periods in between workouts. Any experienced weightlifter will absolutely confirm that you have to have rest periods in order for the muscle tissue that you tore down during the exercise to regenerate, regrow, rebuild, so that the next time you lift the weights, you're a little bit stronger. Muscle repair is just as much part of the next level of performance as what you were doing during that performance. This is the same as true as in running, cycling, swimming. Almost any exercise, or actually I think every exercise, requires recovery time so that the body can repair itself. There seems to be a biological imperative around recovery. I mean, it goes way beyond sports. It's observed in all organic systems. I mean, take, for example, any annual cycle of plants. Almost all plants, not all, but most plants go into some sort of dormancy during the winter. This means that they go dormant in the winter and they emerge stronger and more vibrant in the spring. Best example is my rose bushes. If I trim and cut them back during the dead of winter, they sit dormant. And then in the springtime, they come back thriving and healthy and vibrant once again. When I was a child, I would tag along with my grandfather, and he had several fields, and he would occasionally, periodically, let one of the fields run fallow or grow a completely different crop. And what he was doing was allowing the field to recover, allowing nutrients and other enrichments to get back into the soil, so that when he were to grow the primary crop once again, it would thrive. This is a natural rhythm that we have to understand. Exertion requires recovery for sustained growth and result improvement. This is all true in the workplace. It's the same principle. After any exertion, whether it be physical or mental, it demands a period of rest. This rest period is not idleness. It's an active process where the mind assimilates experiences, processes information, integrates lessons learned. It's a time for reflection and rejuvenation. It sets the stage for the next performance to occur. You cannot continue to push a team or yourself to the max every single day. You have to give them recovery time. You know, if you think about it, this whole idea of keeping the Sabbath day holy that was part of many religious traditions like especially the Abrahamic religions, all of them had this idea. In fact, you'll find this in many other religions true. It won't be the same thing, but it'll say the same idea. And that is they had one day of rest that was observed as the Sabbath. In fact, the Hebrew tradition would go even further. Like they had a month of rest, a year after so many years, they would have a year. So the idea that a rest period built in to their weeks was part of a commandment that they had to make or keep. Now, was this just a commandment, or was it for a very real reason? And I think the latter. I think that the tradition incorporated a very important key principle around organic life, and that is you need rest. So we need to rethink recovery. We're not being lazy or inefficient. Recovery is part of the process of becoming more efficient. You cannot go into any transformative effort in your life if you do not also include recovery as part of any effort you put forward. So don't push yourself so hard that you burn yourself out or destroy any performance gains you made. It is okay to take time to recover. Thank you.